Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to a special Sunday afternoon session where I'm making up and completing the free readings from this morning's session. And there's no chat here because I'm not taking any additional questions. I'm just completing the previous ones. I'll be back on Friday for the next free reading session if you want reading in between now and then. I do offer personal readings and past life readings, a variety of different readings. Uh, they're charged, but you can see all that information in the description box down below. Otherwise, if you're looking for messages from Spirit, I have a ton of pick a cards and other timeless material on my main page that you can get answers from as well. Just follow your heart and Spirit will bring you messages that way. All right. After I'm done here, I will post a comment, the order in which the readings were completed, and then you can locate those. All right. So I did have one donation that I did not get to before I had to jet off. So Brenda Tejada, you will be up first. So let's grab that. And thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And for your patience in waiting to get to your reading. I'm going to use the Tarot of Dreams for your reading. And you wanted to know in love, just general for today. So let's take a look here. See what Spirit wants you to know about love today. All right. Okay. Excuse me. So let's see what we've got going on here. All right. Well, that looks all good to me here. You have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, which represents new communication coming in here today regarding love. So if you have a love interest that you're seeing, or I just feel like there's going to be communication from them today. And you do have you have the Sun card, so there's a lot of passion, a lot of brightness coming in here with the Magician as well, and the Four of Cups. So emotional stability. I like the combination of the three cards together because it shows emotions are stable and there's some passion that's ignited with this Magician and the Sun coming in here. So for today, I do feel like there's going to be some, if there's not like a meeting in the outside world between you and them, I feel like there's going to be great conversation with this Ace of Swords, with all of this sharing heartfelt things, but passion and shining light on the relationship and the interactions that you have going on here. You know, you also got the Page of Wands, which is more upgraded passion. And the Full card represents like it's the first card in the major arcana, which comes after the World card, being the last card in the major arcana, which is ending of old cycles, beginning of a new adventure. Something that's more, I don't know, it just feels like an adventure that doesn't have a lot of restriction. It just feels like an invitation, like, hey, would you want to go do this? It's like they're inviting you, but it's something, excuse me, that they wouldn't want a whole lot of planning around or intentions or that type of thing. I feel like a lot of this energy that's coming in, even on the bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Passion, that's coming in. Just a lot of passion and action that come in with all these cards. I do like, though, your final card with the Four of Pentacles being a solid foundation in the outside world. I just feel like there's a lot of stability here, but a lot of passion that just feels like there's a space for it that's created with this. And, but it does feel like there's this invitation that you received today to go on this adventure, to go on this passionate adventure. It's very, one's energy can be spiritual energy, but I feel like for you and with this individual, it's more physical attraction, but energetic attraction. And then we got the solid foundation of the outside world, solid foundation of emotion. That's why I feel like it creates a space to express um, the passion that's within the heart, and that could, mean physical passion, but I feel like it is a sharing of dreams and a sharing of stuff too, especially if you're not meeting each other, and it's just like communicating. I feel like there's a sharing of some just like dreams, kind of thing. So I like that for you, Brenda, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. Appreciate that. Let me move over my screen here. All right. And then we'll get into the free readings. We have several, so hang in there. I do like to come back on, and I appreciate your patience too with the free readings. Um, I live off of the donations that I receive, so I did get a lot of donations, which pushes back the free readings, but it allows me to do the free readings. That's why I like to come back on to complete them, because then, for those of you that aren't able to give donations, I feel like I'm giving back to you too, and that's important. All right, so we left off with Ateshi Singh. You are up first for the free readings. All right. So let's get these sorted here. All right. So Teshi Singh, what's coming towards you in the summer of 2024 in as far as career? So you've got the Queen of Wands energy coming in here. And I like this because Wands energy, especially with a royal wand, with a, it can be the page, the knight, the queen, the king. It is about getting a hold of your energy, and that with your power you can make things happen, you can move things forward. The Queen of Wands has emotion with it, which is gives a great connection with spirit and awareness. And so whenever you're wanting something, don't discount your connection with spirit. And they're there wanting to assist, but they honor your free will, and so they want to sit behind you going, if you need anything, we're here, and they'll do it through repeating numbers and synchronicities just to make you remember, oh, wait a minute, I do have all this support team. So, hey guys, can you show me, the answer to this? Can you make it clear? Can you make it a no-brainer decision? Can you show me some stuff? And they will definitely show you that. And I like that. And as far as career, with this Queen of Wands, and I can do anything I want to, I can put myself forward with that heart energy, the cups energy with it. I feel like they're telling you for this summer, it's, balancing your passion, but with your heart. And what is it that you truly want to do? Not in the mind, not in the physical world for money and all this. It's like, what will make your heart sing? What makes your heart feel full? And I feel like you're being nudged towards that so that you can move forward with that and live a life that's more of living than existing, and living to someone's dream. So I feel like there's a lot of clarity that comes in. And if you're not sure, ask spirit, because they will guide you and show you, remind you of things. When was the last 5 times that your heart felt full and overflowing and felt like your heart was singing? Think about that and see what kind of career will allow you to do that, because that's what's going to make your life enjoyable. You get excited when you wake up in the morning and going, I can't wait to get going, instead of hitting the snooze alarm 10 times, right? All right. So that's what they have for you, Ateshi. I feel like it's going to be a transformational summer for you. Right. Many blessings. All right. And then Highness, you are up at General for next week. You do have the Page of Pentacles, which this represents new opportunities showing themselves and being handed to you, being gifted to you next week. I like this too, that, you know, the core energy that kind of sparks this is you looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. And I feel like they want to give you a homework assignment of saying, write down the top 10 things, because there's so many more, the top 10 things that you love about yourself, what you like, gifts, talents, accomplishments, and write those down because this energy allows this spark to unfold and allows you have this energy of a new opportunity open up. But I feel like you need to realize you deserve it and that you qualify for it. And so I like that for you. So that's the main energy they have for you for next week. But do your homework. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. Smooth life. You're up next. So how your love life will manifest in your life. All right. It starts off here with a passion, the Ace of Wands. And what this tells me is where and how your love life manifests and it's sparked in your life is with you doing something that you love, like a passion, a hobby, something like if you love pottery, you go to a pottery shop that allows you to use their potter's wheel and kiln and clay and all this, and you're doing that, and you're not at your best. You have clay all over your body, and you're and you're just enjoying yourself, and you're in rags because they're going to get full of clay and dirty, and then someone next to you on the potter's wheel go, "Oh, how are you doing that?" I've wondered how, and you're like, "Oh, you feel me show you." And you're like, "What are you making?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm making an African, I'm going to attempt to make an African pottery, blah, 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 because I love that culture. And oh my God, I love that too." And they're like, there's a museum show that's showing that. Like, no way. And you go, "You want to go check it out?" And like, yeah, spark, right? Or, "Hey, want to get some coffee?" Spark. And that's how it comes about is you not making your hobby finding love, but you having this passion that you're expressing and doing. And in doing it, you meet someone that also has that passion. This is the spark. This is a commonality that you have that also bonds you together. So I like that for you, Smooth Life, and that's what they have for you. So many blessings. Excuse me. And Jonas Sturgis, you like an energy reading. Okay. Well, you are in this beautiful, cocoon right now. There's some stuff that's been feels like it's being held and kind of stopped, but it's just that it's within the cocoon there's a lot of activity going, even though on the outside it doesn't look like things are happening. On the inside there is a movement, there is change, there's transformation that's happening. And because you're in the midst of it, I don't think you recognize how big the transformation has been for you. I like this for you because I feel like you're going to be meeting people throughout the month of March that you haven't seen in a while. And they're going to be like, "Wow, you've really changed. Oh my gosh, what is this about you?" And you're like, "What?" Because you see yourself every day. You don't see the changes that you've made in your energy. And when people meet you, they're like, "Something's different about you." And you just, because you've changed your energy through looking at things and reflecting on things. And, you've been putting in the work, right? You've been really uh, bravely, courageously confronting thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, relationships, things you've been purging. You've been like a caterpillar. It loses its skin. It becomes caterpillar soup while it transforms into the butterfly. And so you've been letting a lot of stuff go, and people are noticing. And I like this for you. I feel like you need to know that. And that's their main message for you right now is fist bump, high five, shoulder, what is it? A elbow bump. So well done. And that's what they have for you, Dajona. So right now, anyway, so many blessings to you. And then Pinky, you are up next. So your future spouse's physical appearances and looks. Well, so we've got the 9 of Pentacles, and so, their physical appearance, and looks are gonna be, this 9 of Pentacles, you can see how they're dressed really nice, and they're very well kept, and so this is the kind of energy that I see. They're very, trimmed, they're very put together, they're very, it's not someone who's, you know, I was gonna say it like a not that they're not a down to earth person, but an earthy type individual who's wearing, you know, cut off cut off shorts and a baggy shirt, and they've got scraggly hair and a beard that's out of control. It's not that, it's opposite that. And so it's someone who is very well trimmed, cared for. And I feel like dark hair and with the kind of the features with all this, I just feel like it's, you know, um, dark hair anyway. Maybe even if it's a beard and they have it, it's very well kept. and and dress nice, and they just take care of themselves, and that's the kind of individual that that's what they want to show you. Their physical appearance, I feel like they're more, I'm just picturing, someone that's, they're not like "Boof," and they're not overweight, they're not super skinny, they're fit, but not, they don't spend hours in the gym, kind of energy either. They take care of themselves, but they also have a balanced life. So that's what they have for you, Pinky. So many blessings to you. Another little picture in who this person is, right? All right. And then in Nusri, you are up next. Higher self message. So your higher self is bringing in the Queen of Pentacles, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, making sure to take time for yourself, nurture yourself, allow creativity to be expressed as well. It's a time for you, and it's a time for you to birth something, to create something, to let your creativity out. And I feel like you sacrifice a lot of your time and energy for a lot of people, but this is a time for you. What is something special that you would like to do? Hobby, project, whatever, vacation. It's about you. And Spirit is saying, the greatest gift you can give the world is a healthy, full, overflowing you, rather than feeling obligated and manipulated and drained because you're giving all this energy to everyone else, because eventually you become a little sour and bitter and resentful. And so it's important for you to choose for you. And this is what Spirit has for you right now. Your higher self is, it's okay. You know, we have a lot of rules in the outside world about the supposed to, the should be, the need to, and people are, oh, you're obligated to do all this stuff, and you're like, you never have to do anything you don't want to do. Yeah, you have to deal with the repercussions of doing or don't doing something, but it's up to you. It's your life, and if it's worth it for you, you're like, I want to do it. So that's what's coming in for you, Newsread. So many blessings to you. So I saw Die Baby 777. You're up next, and you want to know. So sorry. Get me all choked up. But you, are you doing good at your job? You know, and you are. You have the Five of Pentacles here, which is the card of feeling lack, feeling abandoned, left behind, and all of that. And I feel like what Spirit is saying here with this Five of Pentacles, it's a transformation card about abundance and about worth. And I feel like where you have some doubts and some fears of that you're not doing well in your job, it has to do with defining yourself by the choices and decisions and actions of other people in the outside world, right? And that's why we experience abandonment feelings anyway. When we're younger, people didn't do and treat us the way we thought we needed to be treated to show that we were wanted, right? And good enough. And so we felt abandoned, we felt left behind, we felt left out, at times. And so that's bubbling below the surface, which controls how we're also told, look out here for your definition, but that's a retail price. And when we look for our worth outside, what happens is that we, um, feel unstable because relationships, situations, job, and everything, and things, they're all unstable, right? And so when we define ourselves by them, we feel unstable. That's retail. Retail price is what value am I to others? And it all depends on the moment, the person, even with a person, depends on how they're feeling in the moment. And a lot of times we'll end up on a clearance rack. We're like, What? You know, but when we turn inward and upward and we find our pricelessness rooted in the unconditional eternal love from above, then we're like, I am priceless. And companies may not pay me or evaluate me according to my true worth because they're looking through human eyes. It's like, well, we take what we get from them. So I like this transformation of how you're looking at your worth and how they're having you pull it back from here and turn it inward and upward. But I feel like you're doing a good job at why you're maybe doubting it or fearing whether you are or not is because of what you've been taught. And I like that this is coming up for you to transform it to go, I am awesome. I am perfect in the eyes of the creator. I am priceless, right? And of course, a company will never pay you, what you're worth because you're priceless, but they'll pay you and reward you according to what their limited view of your performance is. And they don't see you truly for who you are because they're all absorbed in themselves, if that makes sense. So that's what's coming in for you, Die Baby. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. And then Lynx Lee, you are up next. You want to know, how will your future spouse be? Well, they're pretty enlightened here with the Eight of Swords, because this is someone who is flowing and understanding what of their own thoughts have limited their, you know, blinded them and bound them and kept them trapped. And, you know, this shows someone that's open minded, that's realized that the stuff that has limited them, the only thing that can limit them is themselves and their beliefs. And so they are a very much an aware person that gets it. They understand, what it is, um, about, you know, their lives and other people's situations. They don't feel responsible for everyone else. This very centered and aware individual. So very calm and very calm demeanor. Not that they're not passionate and exciting and everything, but they don't get whoa, around stuff because they understand it. They get like everyone is going through their own journeys and their limitations, what's going on. It's about them. And they know they sweep in front of their own door instead of trying to be all out here sweeping in front of everyone else's. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's what's coming in, Linksley, a little extra tidbit of who they are. So many blessings. And then Goddess Angelic Vibes 1111, you up. Anything you need to release from your life. All right. You have the Four of Wands here, which is joy and celebration, and it can mean wedding and marriage and that too. But what I feel here, it's just a unique message with this, but it's what you need, what you can. There's never any need. There's no supposed to, should, needs on spirit side. It's what you could do. It gets your power back. There's not something you have to do or you fail. It's like what you could do for your life is learn to celebrate in the moment for everything that's happening, not putting your happiness and your joy and celebration on a when. When this happens and all this stuff isn't, then I can celebrate. Then I can be joyful. It's like choose to be joyful for no reason at all, and then no one can take it away, but you can choose to celebrate. If you don't celebrate all along the way, if you're waiting to get to here to celebrate, when you get here, you're going to be looking at the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing, right? And you'll never celebrate. And so I feel like what they're saying, what you could do for your life is let go of the when around joy and choose to be joyful every moment that you would like to. And you can do that. So I like that. So that's what's coming in, Goddess Angelic Vibes for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Anu Priya, divine guidance for your love life. Absolutely. So you have the strength card here. This lion here is your human self, and this person up here is your higher self, your spirit self. And there's a message that comes in with the strength card, which is the lion is taught, look outside of yourself for your fullness and wholeness, and that's what's going to make you full. So it goes and it consumes things. It goes and it looks into jobs and education, and it thinks that's going to fill it up, and relationships. It goes, does, and all that stuff, but it's not full. It's even more hungry, more thirsty than it was before. It gets hangry, hungry, angry, and roaring in the jungle because it's desperate, going, I'm trying to be filled by these things. It's not filling me up. So around love, it's like the outside love isn't going to fill you up because it's not what we're truly searching for. What we're really looking for, what that lion is searching for, is the unconditional love from the higher realms. And our higher self then hears us roaring, our human, so desperate, "Rah, I'm so hungry and thirsty, for love, right? That the our spirit comes to us, and that's when, this is before we know spirit, we're so desperate, then we realize I'm so much more than this human. My higher self, I'm this powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love, made of the unconditional love that the lion is seeking, our human. And so our higher self comes down and it completes our human side. And we walk together then, hand in hand or hand in paw with the lion, in experiencing life differently. And we still want love on the outside, but we find what we've been looking for on the inside. So we're filled up and overflowing. And then that allows the love that comes in. Instead of being lacking and not satisfying, it's above and beyond extra. So finding that love inward and upward allows us to expand our lovability, um, our feeling of our lovability, and our ability to give and receive love, because we can't love anyone else more than to the extent we love ourselves, or receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So for pipelines like that, no matter how much love you give, it drips, just drips out. And no matter how much love someone wants to give us, it just drips in. But the more we open this channel of unconditional love and filling us up, the ability to give and receive love to humans also expands. So I feel like this is the guidance they have for you, for love, is to seek the higher love, and then you'll see that change the love of the outside world from falling short and lacking to being abundant and overflowing instead. All right, so that's what they've got for you, Anu Priya. And then Anju 777, you are up next. So you want to know the March month energy. All right. So I'm just going to take a sip here. I'm so sorry, I've been hacking up. It's just the air, the changes in the air, right? So your March month energy here, you got the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is this energy of being uplifted, being moved up into the spotlight, out in front of people, being seen, being elevated, because they're up on a hill and you can see those other ones, people down here going, why are you up there and we're not? It's not fair. Come back down here and be miserable with the rest of us. So March is a month of like you get this promotion, you know, in some way, you're elevated, like I said. And so there's this reward, there's this being seen, there's the standing out, and it's a positive thing for you. They're just letting you know, just be aware that some other people who have lower self-esteem or lower self-worth don't like it because they already thought you were here and they were down here. Then you got elevated even more, they feel even lower. And so they're like, why is this fair? This isn't fair. So I like this for you, and you don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to uplift everyone. You can just enjoy the limelight. And if you get bored and out of compassion, you want to help uplift other people. And let's say you get promoted and they're like, why did you get promoted? And you're like, well, if you'd like, I can spend some time on organizing your career path, because that's what I did, and I did all these steps and this is how I got there. And so we can do the same for you. And they're like, oh my god, do you do that for me? And you're like, Sure, for the right amount. No, I'm just kidding. Sure, I'd love to do that. So that's what's coming in for you, Anju. Whatever is uplifting you, just enjoy that limelight. It's a month of fire and being seen and being brought upward. All right, so many blessings to you. And then Kritika Mahotra. Hello, hello. So you want to know, is your next relationship going to be with someone you already know or someone new? You were in one single relationship before this. It sounds like so many. I know, right? It's going to be someone new. You got the Ace of Pentacles, someone brand new coming from the outside world. So you don't know them yet. It's someone coming in, um, for you. So it's not anyone currently in your life. So that's good. You have a fresh start with them. And that's always a fun thing, right? You don't have to worry about them going, well, remember when you're like, oh, God, no. And your friends start to say, hey, you remember when? And you go, shh, shh, shh. All right. So that's what they have for you. Someone new coming into your life. All right. When I feel like, March, April timeframe, I feel like um, I don't feel like there's anything you have to do, I just feel like it is in March and April is when it comes in. So just continue enjoying your life. You don't have to go look for it. You come across it. So, um, I just feel like one thing is like allow yourself to go to places you've never gone before, do things you've never done before. Because I feel like the pool of people has been always doing the same thing and being in your comfort zone. But it's like, go do something different. Go do something new and exciting you've always wanted to do. So there you go. All right. And then up next, many blessings to you. We got Alice. Hey, Alice. So you are up. And you want to know, does Harris have feelings for you? As in, he wants to give you a romantic, stable offer. We've got the King of Swords, who they not only rule over swords, they get a second portion of swords. So a lot of thinking, a lot in their mind, a lot of overthinking about this. You know, I don't feel like they have a lot of feelings to offer because I feel like their emotional side is it's like the Grinch that stole Christmas. Their heart is 3 times too small. And it has to do with their self-love. We all go through it, but I feel like they just have, their love and their emotions and that side of them is so malnourished, I guess is the word that you wanna say, from growing up that they don't have a huge self-love. And so they don't have because they don't have a whole lot for themselves, that's all they can offer. But they have a lot of thought and a lot of thinking, and they have a lot of rules around love and steps, and you're on their mind, but I don't feel like there's this right now, at least in their life, their heart kind of needs one of those little clear boop, you know, so it grows, but they need to work on their self love. And so, emotion, I don't feel like can give passion, they can give that's a physical thing. And thinking and communication and mind, they can. So sorry, but I just feel like that they don't have the feelings to offer right now. So, sorry, that's what's coming in. All right, Alice, hang in there. You know, don't really take a panel to them to start their heart. That was all, you know, it was ideological, not really physical. Just a disclaimer: don't do it. All right. So hang in there, my dear. Many blessings to you. The happy pill, whatever comes out. So Spirit wants you to know. Empress, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself, creativity, birthing. She rules over all the queens, all the 4 queens. There's a lot of emotion that's flowing in here. And, um, because there's 4 queens and all of the queens get a portion of cups. So there's 4 cups, and then one of the queens is the queen of cups, so that's 5 cups. So you got 5 parts of motion, 1 part air, 1 part, um, earth, earth, and 1 part fire. So there's a lot of emotion that's being moved in here, but I feel like it's an important time for you to nourish yourself because whatever emotions are bubbling up and all this flow and flood of emotion, it's important for you to get away from everyone. If you can get out into nature or get away from things where you can see nature and experience nature, if you can get away to go on a vacation to somewhere into nature, whatever you're able to do, it's important for you to do that because it brings in balance. It allows the emotions to be routed into creativity, into creation. And it's something that's for you, not for everyone else. And I feel like this is an important energy coming in because it's time for you to, focus that energy on that. All right. So that's what they have for you right now, Happy Pill. Hopefully that helps with what's going on. And then many blessings. Magician, you are up this week's reading. All right, look at this. You got the Page of Swords. So there's a lot of new clarity coming in, a way of looking at things in a different way. And so if you have some decisions to make or problems to solve or, something that's coming your way, I just feel like it's important for you to kind of step back and look and see if you'll be able to do things in a different way than you thought of in the past, right? I just like this newness, this creative way, these creative solutions of things, and doing it that way. If you're looking for new communication coming in this week, or you're wondering if you should reach out and communicate, yes, is definitely indicated there. So hopefully that brings you the clarity that you're needing right now. But I do like this. Um, Look outside the box, think outside the box, make that phone call, or if you're waiting to hear back from something, you will. So I like it. I like it for you. That's what's coming in right now for you. So many blessings to you. And then DFS, you'd like to know when will you finally get your green card? Backlogged. Oh, I can imagine, right? And hoping to get it ready. All right, let's take a look here. All right. You got movement, you got victory. So I feel like it's going to move ahead quicker here. There we go. And I like this because the chariot card also has the power of choice um, to it. Every moment we get to choose our energy that we're putting forward. It's either higher vibrational energy, which is of unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and gratitude. That speeds things up. Or we focus on lower vibrational energy, our fears, our things we feel we're missing, things we're wanting, wanting, missing, hating, fearing. We grow those. That slows things down because we're telling the universe, I enjoy wanting but not having. So can you delay it? And you're like, no. So you can change that energy and you can bring it in faster for yourself by the change of your energy. You can just instead of going, I want a green card, I want a green card, I want a green card. You can start thinking greater. Going, thank you for bringing that green card to me in a speedily way. I so appreciate that. And see it in your head, see yourself picture it in your brain, see yourself receiving it in your heart, feel the emotion of you receiving it. Picture in your head going, someone handing you the green card, and you see yourself taking it and feel that emotion of elation and satisfaction, and then do whatever actions you can do to help with it all. But that energy is what's going to draw it faster for you. But I feel like victory, it's on its way of being processed. It's speeding up here with the chariot, but it can be even faster by your energy. So I like that. All right. So that's what they have for you, DFS. So many blessings to you. And then Magana, hello, and congratulations again on being one of the winners of the Zen Cricket monthly membership. So you have 1 month free, and you have advanced access to my my weekly pick a cards, I usually have them recorded at least 1 week in advance, so you can see those. Also, my podcast, I have 1 or 2 that I try to stay ahead in that too. You have advanced access to that. And then Wednesday, if you, are, around, I think it was you that said that you were gonna try, but you're on the other side of the world. But it's from 6 to 7 p.m. Mountain Time, and you can always, watch that on replay too. You have access to that too. All right. So let's take a look here, Magana. You wanna know what is your relationship status going to be in 2 to 3 months? Are you gonna still be single or have options or talking with anyone? What is it, right? Let's take a look here. Alright. Well, you got the star card here, which is one of the dreams come true cards, one of the few. So I feel like you'll be living, you're just going to be like it's a dream come true kind of energy. So, whatever that means for you, I feel like you're going to be feeling like wishes are being granted. And I like that. So I don't feel like you're gonna be single because it doesn't seem like that would be a dream come true for you, like, "God, I wish I was single." No, I feel like you're like, "I want to be with someone who's or at least communicating with someone that is this," and, I feel like that's what's gonna be unfolding there. So, very positive, energies there. It's Aquarius energy. It is this energy of, you know, um suddenness and weirdness and uniqueness, and I like it. It's gonna be something that feels so different than anything that you've had before. So I do like that for you, and that's what they have for you right now, Magana, so many blessings. And then Sunflower, you are up. Will you eventually be able to give Eric the sentimental necklace? You hope he'll love it. All right, let's take a look here. Yeah, you will, the 3 of Wands here, but I feel like you changed the direction and how you give it, why you're giving it. Because the 3 of Wands is like with new information, you change, and you go a different direction. So, um, I don't know. Is that, I don't know. I kind of almost have this energy of something unfolds and you're like, "You know what? I don't know if I wanna give him that after all. I think I'm gonna give this to so and so, or I'm gonna keep this for myself." And, or I just feel like something unfolds where you change your mind, you change direction on if you're gonna give it or not, or how you're gonna give it or not. But, uh, but I definitely feel like you with this 3 of Wands, it's you that's altering and changing course here on intentions and actions. So, interesting. We should just see what that means, Sunflower. But they're being so mysterious right now, but that's what they have for you right now. So, I feel like they're saying, "Don't worry, things are altering, the future is rearranging, so just wait, you'll know here very soon." All right. So that's what they have for you. Many blessings. And then Starfall, you want to know, can you describe how your next boyfriend's going to be? The devil. Well, I feel like here, um, Capricorn Saturn energy, and it is someone who, definitely um has looked at a lot of their thoughts and their beliefs and their mindsets. They've done a lot of their shadow work. Um, they're reminding me of they're bringing back a Capricorn that I knew in my life that, they're very passionate and um, big thinkers, Capricorn, like you really get a lot of intelligence. They know a lot of information. They're always wanting to learn and learn and learn and learn, and they're looking into themselves and they're looking into the world, and there's this beautiful unfolding of this individual, and with all that they have this freedom around it too. That's why they don't feel so restricted by a lot of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, because they've questioned a lot of these old ways of thinking that were rooted in fears and family rules growing up, and they've just evaluated and really evolved beyond those. So I like it. Just very sensual person, very open-minded individual. So a little bit of tidbits for you. That's what they have for you right now, Starfall. I like it. Woo, whew. Woo! No, just kidding. All right. So many blessings. And then Anjushri Tawari, hello, hello. With whom are you going to settle and how will he be? All right. You've got the Four of Pentacles here. So this is someone that's very stable in the outside world. They've got, there's this energy of home as well. And it's like, it's where your inner self, your inner child feels safe around them. There's this sense of security, the sense of stability that's there, and again, it just feels like home, and if your home life was horrible growing up, not that home. It's the positive, emotional fullness of warmth and capital H home, where it just feels I'm where I belong, and I love that energy there. But they have stability in the outside world and they have a sense of their own worth inward and upward. They don't define themselves by relationships or situations or things. And so they're a very solid based individual. And I feel like you just feel that energy and you just feel like you can just, fall asleep, you know, um, like uh they're sitting and they have a pillow and you're laying on their lap and they're just rubbing your hair and you're just like you can just fall asleep because you feel safe and secure and you just that safety kind of feel. I like it. So that's what's coming in for you, Andrew Shri. Oh, sexy. What's happening here? All right. So that's what they have. So many blessings to you. Thank you guys. Hang in there. We still have several more to go. So hang in there. We'll get there. All right. So, blessed one, you want to ask, what's coming in for you here? Well, you've got the moon card. And so you do have a lot of hidden and unseen things that will be revealed here coming up. And it's going to be around moon cycles too. So, something that's important to um, really look at when it comes to moon signs. We um, go through the zodiac every moon cycle every 28 to 29 days. Like today, we're in Sagittarius. Tomorrow, we move into Capricorn for a couple days, and then we'll get into Aquarius, and then water moon of Pisces. So, knowing that every couple days, our our ocean within us is the tides are changing and going from fire to air to earth to water, and we experience all the it impacts us in different ways. And I feel like it's important for you to be in tune with those, especially when we're around a full moon and new moon. There's all this, and I do a pick a card every other week. One focuses on the new moon energy and wishes and pick energy around that, and then full moon about the releasing of that. And we also have some eclipses coming up, solar and lunar on March 25th and April 8th too. So we do have this cycles and changes, and I feel like they want you to know that there's all this moon energy, and it's like how you can get a forecast. You can find information online as well. Um, what I do, I buy this each year. They're not too expensive, but it gives you the breakdown of all the. Let's see if I go. It has all the moons, what the moon is, and it gives you different planetary stuff, and it just gives you an idea of the energies. It's like an energy forecast of what's going on out there. It's like looking at the weather. Am I gonna, go outside in my Speedo today and scare everyone? Or would I freeze my bow honey off? I need to wear, warm clothes because it's gonna be 20 degrees out, not, 80. And so I don't own a Speedo, just so you know. But I like that for you, and I feel like it gives you this forecast. And so things are gonna be revealed, but I feel like they want you to really focus in on the moon energy and follow the moon energy. And I like that for you. So that's what they have for you right now, blessed one. So many blessings to you. And then great courts, you want to know what will happen in the future. So based on current energies, you got some great you got the Queen of Cups who she rolls over the water suit, but all the queens are given a second portion of water suit. So in addition to co-ruling with the king, she's the master of emotion. And I like this. I feel like what they want you to know is that your empathic abilities are expanding and growing, and your emotions are expanding, here coming up too. We've got a lot of stuff going on planetarily. I talk about Pluto going into Aquarius, the old ways no longer working for us. So there's a big transformation of things falling away so that new ways can be created. We got eclipse energy coming up here on March 25th, April 6th, along with Pisces moving into Aries with the equinoxes. That's happening on March 19th. So all this stuff, endings and beginnings and transformations, there's all this stuff that's moving parts that are changing. That's all going on out here. And the energy that you have on the inside, I feel like with this Queen of Cups, is that you are the ruler of your emotions and the empathic abilities. If you haven't checked out my Take 10 with Zen on my main page, there's a playlist. Episodes 9 and 10 talk about an empathic bubble and also the true gift of an empath, because I feel like your empathic abilities are expanding, and because of that, you are sensing all these emotions that are happening out here with everyone going through all these changes and all the weirdness that's going to be here for about 20 years. That it's important for you to build up this bubble so you don't take on everyone's emotions, to help you understand what are yours and what are others. And then also the true gift of the empath about how you can push out emotion around you that makes it easier for people to choose unconditional love instead of fear, or depending on our mood, easier to choose fear. Don't be the dark cloud. Unless people need it, but that's what I feel is coming in here in the future for you. Very exciting. So I love that. All right, so that's what they have for you, and many blessings, and then just blessings. You are up. You want to know, how is the Scorpio feeling and any actions that they will take? All right. Well, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me that your human is happy with how they're feeling and the actions they will take, because this says whatever happens in our life is for us. It's the tune of for you, the Wheel of Fortune, right? But it's important to, it says everything happens for us, but sometimes our human does have a hard time getting on board with that. How is that for me? But this says that even your human is like, all right, yeah, I see how this is for me. So I feel like they're going to be, Scorpio emotional energy, that they're going to allow and share those emotions with you and take action. Just realize, give them room for transformation. Love them for who they are, not who you wish them to be, because they are Scorpios transform from scorpions to snakes to eagles to phoenixes. And I feel like they're in the transformation kind of lower, where they're changing from a scorpion to a snake. Scorpions, they get frightened, they strike. Um, uh, Snakes, of course, they still strike, and they can be poisonous, but they shed their skin. They grow and they grow and they grow and they grow. That's what the stage that they're in. And so you can kind of just realize, okay, give them time. They're changing and they're adapting and they're growing and they're shedding old skin, and so I like that. But I feel like that, with this Wheel of Fortune, it's like you don't have to worry. You're going to love, your human is even on board with how things unfold, which is good. Amazing, right? So, whoops, that's what they want you to know right now. Just blessings. So many blessings to you. All right. And then KVH, you are up. Um, Thank you. I am sweet. I had some cookies, so you are what you eat, right? But I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. And you want to know, will the connection with Jim bring positive learning experiences? Absolutely. You have the Queen of Swords, who balances the head and the heart. But overall, with your question, she wields that Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords here, that allows them to connect to the capital T truth of the higher realm, which means that you both learn, see things from higher perspectives, see places from, rooted, capital T truth, rooted in unconditional love. And it allows you to slice away and cut away the small t truths that are rooted in fear. All these opinions and thoughts and beliefs that we grew up with, they sound like should and supposed to be and need to be and have to be and musts. All those words will tell you the expectations and these lower small t truths, but it also empowers you with that ace of swords to transform those old fears. They gave you the experiences you wanted, but now you can transform them into higher knowledge and higher wisdom, positive learning experiences. So absolutely, that would be a huge yes for you there. All right, so that's what they have for you, KVH. So many blessings to you. And then Crystal Lee by E. Hello, hello. So your grandmother passed away last week. Oh, so she escaped. And your birthday's on Tuesday. So you have a message from Spirit. Absolutely. Yeah, I love this. So, we've got the magician card here, which is this beautiful, here's your higher self, this connection. And I just feel like, the message, and I feel like this is from your grandmother, because she's connecting with your higher self. Your higher self is still on the other side, and she is with you by your side. And she's like, she's being grandma. She's like, you can do anything you put your mind to. You have everything you need. Now she's speaking from a place of not human, but from a place of all knowingness. She's like, she's telling you, confidently, you do have everything you need. You are powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love, playing this character. So just know that you are very empowered and you can step forward, live your dreams, head forward. And I just feel like here, I'm going to go off book here with this Cosmic Journey Oracle. Just feel like she wants to give you a little birthday present here. So happy birthday to you early. But let's see here. What message does Grandma have here for you? She wants the perfect card. There she blows. All right. Yeah. What was this one? Yeah. So you have card number 11. And I don't know if the 11th has a significance for you, but it says each evolutionary turn requires you to give up who you think you are. Yeah. And remember how powerful you are. And then the big card here is card number 42, which I'll read here for you. Your greatest work is your legendary legacy. Card number 42. And let's see what she wants you to say, what she wants to say here. Yeah, this is the Sword of Destiny. Your legendary legacy awaits. An action that you take now may be felt for years or more. Your greatest work will stand against the endless tides of history, washing everything else away. Paradoxically, by trying to create a legacy, you might nullify the likelihood it'll happen. You must dare differently, DARE. The D stands for discover what you are uniquely designed to do. A is activate your unique genius by proclaiming your authentic power. R is remember your true mission here and why you incarnated at this time. And E is evolve your deepest dream into full service for the largest collective. Something you can ask yourself is, what is my deepest dream for the largest collective? And something you can do is take an assessment that provides you with insight into another facet of your inborn genius and unique ability, like Enneagram, Enneagram. This is something like an assessment test you can take. Kolbe, Kolbe, wealth dynamics, or fascination. I love that for you, and it makes so much sense because this is how you uniquely bring the love from above through you as a conduit and out into the world. So I love that. And she's encouraging you to live your dream. Don't do what we were telling you you're supposed to, should, need to, have to do, whatever. She's like, no, 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 don't do any of that. Ignore everything we told you. Go do what you want to do. I love it. So that's what they have for you, Crystal. Hopefully that resonates. She loves you very much, and she will be by your side the rest of your life. Every loved one, she can be with every single one at the same time. So she will be with you. She's with you right now. The moment she slid out of her human body completely, she was right next to you and every single loved one. So she's there. Just tell her, hey, Grams. All right. So many blessings to you. And then, Misa, can you predict who your next boyfriend is going to be? All right. You got the Eight of Pentacles. I don't know if you're in school or college or it's someone at work, but this is learning as well. So this can be school, can be work, but it is those could be possibilities of whichever of those resonates, where you'll be able to meet them. But the individual, I mean, they are someone who is in the process of graduating, because this is like an apprentice becoming a master, someone becoming a manager, someone going up to the next level. And so whoever this is, they are in the midst of evolving in the outside world in a position of some kind. Either, like I said, either they're getting their degree or they're getting promoted, or both. But I feel like it is someone that is, been putting in the work, really focused on accomplishing these things. And their outside world is really showing that and reflecting all of this work that they've put in. So hopefully that resonates for you. But that's what's coming in here. That's who they will be. Someone work or school, and then someone who's really put a lot of effort into their lives and their work. All right. So that's what they have for you, Misa. And then Lavina Esrani, you want to know Aniket's next actions for you and when will he express things? Wow, I feel like we've got the Knight of Cups, which is movement of emotion and offering of their love. So I feel like it's very soon here. I mean, definitely within a couple weeks, definitely by the end of March. I just feel like it's one of the faster moving horses out of them all. And so I feel like here they come to offer love towards you here, with this Ace of Cups that's on here. So offering romance, offering you, this love. I like it. Very clear, very easy answer coming in here. But the timing is what's always, we want to know. And then spirit world, they're like, there is no time. And they're like, soon. And you're just like, oh, thanks a lot. That really helps. But with the Knight of Cups, that is an indicator of more sooner than later, because like the Knight of Wands is the fastest moving knight. So it's speedy. Knight of Pentacles, slowest. The Knight of Cups and of Swords are the medium movement in there. That's why I'm feeling a couple weeks, definitely by the end of March, I feel. All right. So that's what they have for you, Lavina. So many blessings to you. And then Komal Wakshore, I probably murdered that. My apologies. Want to know, Rahul, will they have a reunion with you? We've got the World card coming in here, and the World card is the last card in the Major Arcana, which means the ending of an old cycle. And then you go on to start over and begin a new cycle with someone else. So I don't feel like there will be a reunion between the two of you. I feel like you've completed the cycle that you've needed to, which, we don't downgrade in life. You don't start off in first class and they send you back to coach and put you by the bathrooms where the seat doesn't go back very far. They take you from that and take you to first class. So with, Raul, I feel like, you've done what you've needed to do with them, but now you're being moved to first class. So who comes next on your your life is going to be so much different and so much more for you there. And I feel like, of course, look and see what you've learned, because it's important. Rahul was um, a mirror for you, showing you what you needed to see about yourself as you were for them, but they're not going to be in your life anymore. And you can look at it and go, what did I learn about myself? Where's my fears? What things can I let go of? What emotions can I release? Because they were a stepping stone taking you on to your life partner. Okay. So that's what's coming in there for you, Kamal. So many blessings to you. And then Tammy M. So how does T and S think and feel about you as they're suspected in the alleged threats and crimes against fellow residences, including yourself at your buildings? Wow. Well, here we go. Yeah, right. Here's a lot of conflict here. So, there's just a lot of transformational energy that's happening. This starts off as something feeling very conflicting and fighting, and to where it almost, I usually see a kung fu movie playing out here where, it's like, are they trying to kill each other or what? And eventually it gets down to where four people are exhausted, laying on the ground, one person barely remaining standing, and like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? Are they going to? Then they all start laughing, and then they all walk down, help each other up, walk down the path to the monastery. Like, monastery, they all have a meal together in the meal hall, and you realize, oh, these were all Buddhist monks and nuns that were training to help each other, you know, um, you know, to change and enhance their skills. So, with all this energy, it moves from something very conflicting to something that you see as, oh, this is actually something of love. And I feel like for you, what spirit wants you to know is, they're going to have their feelings, their emotions, and it has nothing to do with you, has everything to do with them, because this is what they're seeing. This is their energy that they're experiencing. But what you can do is see higher. You can see behind each of the characters, including yourself, that's involved in all of this, that these are just human characters, and we play different characters in tons of different movies throughout all our lifetimes, right? But the actor behind each one of these characters is the powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And when we do that, that changes our energy from focusing in on this, where it's something of fear, something that's of the human, something that's conflicting. And we see it from a place of love instead, knowing everything that's unfolding is unfolding for each of us. But I determine what story I put to it, what emotion I feel as things are happening, what energy I'm putting forward, what actions I take. I'm not responsible for everyone interacting with everyone else and how they believe and how they think. You're only in control of your part of a relationship with each individual person. You can't control any of that. And when you try to do it, it's like herding cats, right? All that energy for very little productivity. So I like this, that they're saying, come back and see what are your thoughts and feelings about everyone else. That will tell you about you, what fears you can look at inside of you. So I feel like they're pointing you back to your front door and not worry about others. I know it's hard because we're taught care for everybody. You're responsible for everyone else's choices, and you got to take care of everyone. It's like, no, get to come back to you, boo. So that's what's coming in, Tammy. Hopefully that resonates there for you. That's what they have. So many blessings. And then Haimanti, pal, you are up. You want to know, what is Santanu? I probably murdered that. Santanu thinking about you. What's Santa Claus thinking of you? That's what I'm going to call him, Santa. Well, you got the Five of Cups here, and the Five of Cups, this is, this transformation of emotion from focusing on the broken, spilt cups, and this would be you two guys behind them. So they're not thinking and feeling about the relationship. They're so focused on some broken tipped over cups in their lives, which is lower vibrational emotions. And I just feel here that they are addicted to lower vibrational emotions. And what I mean by that is, our human ego side and really enjoys the attention that it gets when it's feeling low and sad and down and a victim. And because then people, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, and they're getting attention from people. And I feel like they're really focused in on the the things that have happened in their lives, and they're not focusing on all the positive things. They're focusing on the negative, lower vibrational, those that are rooted in fear instead. And so I don't feel like they're thinking a whole lot about you specifically. I feel like they're just, it's all about me. It's all about my hurt, and not with you, but just in my life, my pain, my suffering. Look, I didn't get that job. Look, I didn't get that. Look what they did to me. Look at that. Oh, everybody feel bad for me. They're in this poor me time in their life where they've gotten more attention and felt safer when they acted like a victim growing up. And so that's been their mentality that they haven't broken yet. And so I just feel like they're focused on them and not so much you or anyone else. It's all about them. So that's the energy that's coming in right now. Hi, Mantis. So hopefully that makes sense and many blessings to you. All right. And then up next, we've got VD Jalan. So VD, hello, hello. So let me just move something over here. There we go. So what is your love life unfolding into? All right. I feel like it's gonna be something even beyond what you would ever thought it would be here, because you've got this is the judgment card. This is your higher self calling your human to this higher place. And I feel like your love life is unfolding into a loving relationship with you. It's like they're showing me this meme or whatever it was whenever I saw it, and it said, um I think I found the love of my life. It's me, and it's going really well. And I feel like what your love life is unfolding into is this relationship with your higher self, which doesn't mean that you won't have a relationship in the outside world. I just feel like what's unfolding is you turning inward and upward. You're expanding your self love, which actually expands your ability to give and receive love to the outside world, too. Because I'm sure we've talked about that we can't give more love to others than we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than we love ourselves. So if I love myself that much, that's all, I can give all this love out. It's like drip, drip. And no matter how much love they give us, it's drip, drip. But the more I open up this love, the more this opens up too. That's why I feel like your love life is unfolding. It's becoming a love story between you and your higher self and who you are and the self-love and the self-worth. And then that opens up. And then the love that you were looking for in the outside world that was always falling short, transforms because you're full from the inside out. And when they're giving us love, it's above and beyond extra. So it goes from lack to abundance. And that's what I feel the love story that's unfolding for you. Right? So that's what they have for you, VD. So many blessings to you. And then Alphonse Foussier. Hello, hello. Happy Sunday to you. So Lisa and you've been doing a lot of things together. Great. Love to hear it. She calls you and asks you to go to dinner and listen to music with her. Are her feelings starting to be more romantic? Ooh, yeah. Well, there is movement of thought and belief and mindset here with the Six of Swords. So I feel like they're letting go of fears, which is allowing them this movement and taking more action in the outside world. So I feel like their emotion is growing, but they're changing mindsets. These restrictions that have been holding back their emotions, things have been falling away. So I feel like this movement from choppy waters to calmer waters, with it going across water, that is emotion, water equals emotion. So I do feel like it's growing between you there. So just, I feel like you need to let it go at their own speed and just continue to let it. And I like it. It's beautiful. So that's what they got for you, Alphonse. So many, many blessings to you. Enjoy the dinner and music. I like it. All right. And then Kels Breek, you are up. So is SM thinking of reconciling with you? Let's take a look here. You know, thinking, yeah. You've got here, so I can get it to focus. You've got the Justice card here, which has this Ace of Swords here, which is, of course, thinking. There it goes a little bit. And then you also have the scales. And when with this, they're like, are they thinking about it? And like, they're going back and forth. They're going back and forth. They don't know what they want. They're trying to figure it out. They're trying to see things from a bigger perspective. And that's why they haven't taken action yet, because it's going, well, on one hand, I want to do, but on the other hand, I want to do. On this hand, da, 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 but well, on this hand, da, da, da. It's just like, zing, 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 zing. I just why I see it's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's like someone standing at a fork in a road going, well, I could go that way because of blah, 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 but could go that way because of blah, blah, blah. And they're like sitting on this chair because they've grown tired of going back and forth and back and forth. And I know you're saying they're tired. What about me? But they're going back and forth, and I don't feel like they've made a decision yet. There's still some things that need to unfold. There's a lot of different possibilities yet. And so when I'm looking at future energies, decisions haven't been made. But they are thinking, but that's not the only thing they're thinking about either. So that's what they have for you, Kelsbreek. So many blessings to you. All right. And then uh Kozana Mabasu, I probably murdered that. My apologies. So you want to know about your financial path this March. All right. We have the Six of Cups here. And the Six of Cups is this joyful, childish energy, or I wouldn't say childish, childlike energy, which has this, you know, when you think of a child before human parents or adults get into the picture and burst our bubbles, right? As all human parents have done through generations, when they tell us, no, no, that's not a possibility. But before that, children are like, wow, anything is possible. The world is your oyster. This is the energy I feel for you for March, but it, excuse me, has a lot to do with your emotional focus, your emotional energy with the Six of Cups. Because the more we focus on, like, if I'm focusing on what I'm missing, I don't have enough abundance, I don't have enough finances, then I'm telling the universe, I really enjoy feeling like I don't have enough finances. Can you help me stay in that energy? And they will. Or we can start having gratitude, sincere gratitude for what I do have in my life. Do a gratitude journal, put a gratitude alarm on your phone that every half hour or hour, every waking, half hour, hour, has just says gratitude on the alarm. You can have it a vibrating silent alarm so it vibrates and gets your attention, but no one else's. And you're like, that's right. What am I grateful for in this moment? We change our energy to gratitude, 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 then we're telling the universe, I enjoy being grateful for my finances. And they're like, oh, here, be more grateful. And they'll give us more, right? So I feel like it's an emotional change here, and not to try to get out of your head of going, well, it has to be this way. There's no way this could happen. It's like, let the world of possibilities return to that childlike trust and awe of life, that there's so much that could happen. So I like that for you, and that's what they have for you, Kozana. I think is how you maybe per say that. So hang in there. All right, many blessings. All right, Liz, you are up. So your question is, the person you've been seeing. Okay, how is the person you've been seeing feeling? All right. Well, they feel a bit here rocked. They've got the Tower card. Shazam, Shazam. You know, I with this card coming in here, there's this energy that obviously feel enamored and excited. they feel like, wow. But their life has been the cycle that's been going on in their life is when they have something great that they really like, the other foot drops and they get suddenly removed out of their life. And that's the tower moment where things get just suddenly are gone. And so I feel like what they're feeling is like, wow, they really enjoy it, but they're kind of hesitant. There's some fear there because it's like at any time I admit it or I get excited about it, um, it gets removed. It's like every time I plan a trip to a Disney World, it gets canceled. That's the kind of energy as from a little child standpoint. Every time we're gonna go, it always gets delayed. I never get to go and fully into Disney World. Even when we get to the parking lot, like what is it? Family Vacation with Chevy Chase, Wally World. They get there and they're closed that week for renovation. No, and this is what I kind of feel like their feelings are, is they are excited and they were like, wow, but uh-oh, when's the other foot gonna drop? And they just have this repeated cycle and this fear. And whole thing is when you fear, we focus our energy on it, we invite it, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I fear something, I feed it, and the fear gets bigger, and then it happens. So I feel like there can be some, you know, um, they just have to experience this change of mindset when it happens enough, and they're like, "I'm done with this belief. This sucks." Then they'll change what they're feeling. So that's what's going on, Liz. Hopefully that helps. So many blessings to you. All right. And then my blessing is here, 1111. All right. And thank you for understanding about the just the one question per session on free ones. You had mentioned that you got a reading. You put in a question yesterday and you said it didn't get answered, but I actually completed them all. What I'm going to do is in this video, after I post the big video of the order in which this reading was completed, I'm also going to post a separate one. I'll put your name on there. I'll say, hey, my blessing is here, 1111. Here's the link to the video. And I'll even include like the order in which those videos were recorded so that you can go click on that and because I did verify, I went and just popped into it and I saw the little note that I had when I went back on yesterday afternoon, and your name was in there, so I did complete your reading. So yay, you get an extra reading. All right, but for this one, you want to know, what does Spirit want you to know? So let's take a look here. Oh, so you got the Lovers card coming in here. So woo woo woo. So you do have a special relationship coming your way, whether it's romantic, family, friends, best friend, whatever it may be, what you're looking for, even with your higher self. Could be all of it. But the Lovers card is saying that you do have this, um, you know, important relationship that's coming your way here. And there is this underlying energy, of course, when we develop this beautiful relationship with our higher self, it opens up the floodgates of being able to give and receive love to the humans in our life, right? Whether it is family, friends, romance, or whatever. And so I feel like Spirit is saying it's important, if you want to have a flourishing love in all of your relationships, or you don't care about any of them and you just want it to flourish in your romantic, it works that way too. But the more you connect with your higher self and expand your self love by questioning the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you, the emotions that don't serve you anymore, it just opens up that floodgates. And the more, like, we only can give and receive love to the outside world to the extent we love ourselves. So we can't love other people more than we love ourselves. So if we expand our self love, it just expands our ability to give and receive love in the outside world too. So I like that for you. Tools on how you can expand your self love. My podcast that's I think it's in episode 4 right now, which is linked in the description box of this video, talks about from chaos to cozy and how we move from this chaos of smallness to our move to our higher self-love. It's the whole journey of what we're all going through. So if you want some insights and stuff, if it resonates, check that out. All right. So that's what they have there for you. A blessing is here. So many blessings to you. All right. And we just got a couple more here. Wow, that came fast. So, Alex X, you want to know what are R's feelings for you? They're kind of consumed here with the Seven of Swords. They've had a lot of deceit, a lot of thievery and trickery that's happened in their lives with the Seven of Swords. And it's been a mirror of these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have been tricking them about their self-worth, about that have cheated them from having opportunities in their life because there's this doubts about their worth, and that's what this trickery is that there's these beliefs of when that person did that, that meant you're worthless and you're not good enough, and when that person did that, that means you're not lovable. When that person did that, that means this and this, boom, boom, boom. So they got these beliefs that are going around, and I feel like they're focused in on their worthiness and not so much about you. They have feelings for you, they have love, desire, all those things, but it's filtered out by all of this thoughts and beliefs that hold things back. It's like their heart is in a cage. It goes, yeah, you wish you could go love that. You wish you could expand and move forward, but this is as far as the chain on your foot allows you to go. You can't go any further. And I feel like this is what's going on in their life. And they do have an opportunity to question these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets because they're lies, they're untrue. And as they question those and release them, then they can move forward, and it releases the chain off their foot so they can move forward. So that's what's coming in right now, Alex. So just realize this isn't about you. This is about what's going on inside them. All right. So many blessings. All right. And here we are to the final individual on the readings today. Hopefully, I didn't miss anyone. If I did, my deepest apologies. I will be back next Friday morning for more free readings. So, last here is Johanna Yerison, and I will post a pinned comment here in a moment after I'm done putting the order in which the readings were completed so you can find your reading more easily. So yeah, Johanna, hello. So what's the situation with M? Been thinking about him more lately for some reason. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. They are here at this kind of crossroads in their life. They got the Two of Wands, and I do feel like they're at this pivotal point where they're trying to decide where they want to invest their energy, what they're wanting to do. So something's been happening in their life. I don't know if they've had a loss in their own life, or like their job or significant change, or someone passed in their life that they were close to. Something's triggering them where they're really looking at their life going, I wonder what do I want to do? They feel unfulfilled. They feel sparked to question their life and their life path. And maybe they're hitting their midlife crisis or a Saturn return or something. If they're 25 to 35, that's one part of the Saturn return. The other one comes about like, let's see, probably like 55 to 65, and then one later too. But if we live that long, but there's I feel like they're just in this pivotal time of questioning. What do I want to do? They just feel like I don't want to can continue going down the road that I want to go that I've been going down, but it's just not satisfying. It's like that's the existing route, and they're wanting to do a living route. So hopefully that helps. But it feels like they're good here. Even on the bottom of the deck, they've got the Page of Wands. So they've got this new inspiration and this desire to, go in these directions. So, but that's what's coming in. That's what's coming in, Johanna. Hopefully that helps. And many blessings to you. Good to see you. Right, everyone, that is it. And hopefully you had an amazing weekend. Thanks again for all the thumbs up. It does help support the spreading of the Zen love, and you're part of the love tsunami. So, very appreciative of that. Thank you for trusting me, for consulting and connecting with Spirit for you, and for your amazing thirst for hearing from Spirit. Remember, every second of every day of your life, you are unconditionally and eternally loved by the Mother and Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your weekend, your week. And until I see you again, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care.